Hi there. Welcome to today's edition of Staying Stainless with Linda. My name is Linda, and I work for UKE TV under the umbrella of St. Candid House. You can find me on Facebook as Linda St. Candid House, Candid House Sully, or Linda of UKE TV on Instagram. On today's edition, I'm going to discuss cancer. What is cancer? Cancer is a lesion or a tumor or a growth that appears in different parts of the body. It can metastasize, meaning it just grows and grows until it fills up every part of the body. It can get to the lungs and the kidney, and that's when it becomes totally devastating. So, why are we discussing cancer today? In the wake of the recent Nollywood actress who said that she was diagnosed with cancer and she's put on medication for life, I'm going to give you the early signs of cancer. Cancer starts off as a sore that fails to heal. It shows a change in your bowel movements and bladder habits, and you start to have frequent urination. There could be unusual bleeding or discharge from several parts of your body, especially the genitalia. You could have lumps in your breast or in the lymph nodes or in other areas, such as right here, the lymph nodes are here and they're also in the groin. There could be a change in your skin wart, like if you have a skin lesion or a wart and it starts to grow bigger and bigger and starts to spread, that could be also a early sign of cancer. If you have difficulty swallowing, if you have a nagging cough that refuses to quit, and if you have persistent discomfort in your abdomen or stomach, also if you suddenly have unnecessary weight loss and you see yourself losing weight just about every day or every week, you weigh yourself, suddenly you will go from 170 pounds down to 130, 150, and you keep going down lower and lower within about 3 to 6 months. So the other sign is a pelvic discomfort and extreme fatigue, as well as fever, as well as pain. And like I said before, skin changes. If you are also having some eating problems, if you have fever or nightly sweat, and if you have mouth changes, suddenly a sudden distaste in your mouth. Then another thing is when you have quick, severe weight loss within a few months and you see yourself being lowered in weight. It is time to go for your blood work. It is time to go for biopsies and check to see if you have cancer. And when you're diagnosed, or if you are ever diagnosed with cancer, select where to go for treatment. These are the tips on what to do if you have cancer. Communicate with your loved ones. Hey, I have just recently been diagnosed with cancer, and ask questions. Do not be afraid to research and research and research. Thank God for Google and YouTube. We can now almost research anything. And also, you take a friend with you to your second consultation. If the first consultation says, the doctor says, oh, I think you have cancer, go for a second opinion. It's always best to get a second opinion. Go for clinical trials. Go and contact your local cancer society. Seek psychological and mental health. Ask for help from your support team. If you do not have a support team, please kindly build your own support team, okay? In the wake of Mercy Johnson, one of Nollywood's favorite actresses, who is world acclaimed actress, in the wake of her having this cancer scare, I will play for you what she said. And we are going to take a listen on this particular show.
I had a cancer scare in court. Oh, okay. Yeah, and I had my thyroid removed.
Nollywood actress Mercy Johnson has opened up on a cancer scare that has made doctors place her on medication for the rest of her life. The 38-year-old made the revelation while hosting veteran actress Joker Silva on her cooking show, Mercy's Menu, published on Thursday, January 12. Mercy disclosed that she had a cancer scare and had her thyroid, a gland in the throat, removed. The mother of four also narrated how she and her husband, Odio Koje, managed the situation at the time. Speaking to the veteran actress, she said, quote, I had a cancer scare and I had my thyroid removed. And it was like a journey for us because we had kids. My last was 6 months at that time, and then we kept on saying, okay, we have to understand that this is the new us. Let's go get the surgery done. And then we got there. They said I was going to be on medications for the rest of my life, and it was a reality that we had to sit down. You know, them giving me a timing and telling me you can't miss your medication. Once you wake up that day, that's the first thing, telling me all of the side effects. Speaking further, she said, quote, "So I'm reconciling with this you're saying is the truth. At the point you realize this is where we are, let's grow from here. Let's live in this comfort zone." Joke had earlier in the program spoken about the early days of her marriage with veteran actor Olu Jacobs and coping with dementia. The 61-year-old also dished out advice to people in abusive marriages.
So there you have it. Mercy Johnson admitting that she has cancer and she has to take medications daily for the rest of her life. There is nothing absolutely devastating about cancer. People live with it and people also survive it, and there is hope. Therefore, my tips to you, if you have recently gotten a cancer diagnosis, is select where to go to seek a second opinion. Also, select where to go, do a chemotherapy selection. Chemotherapy is the treatment that you get, which leads you on and helps you to survive cancer and or live with it comfortably. There is also communication, which you must do with your loved ones. You must share the news of your cancer diagnosis, get a biopsy, ask questions, talk to a friend, and seek cancer counseling, seek mental health, seek psychological help. Contact your local cancer society, the UK Cancer Society, or American Cancer Society. Ask for help and build your own support team. Assuming you don't have a support team, build your own support team. The signs you can feel, the signs are early signs for early detection is a change in bowel movements or bladder, unusual bleeding or discharge, lumps in your nooks of the body like the lymph nodes, the armpit, and lumps on the breast area. So with that, I conclude today.